second day. All right, so we're on the final stretch here of the concrete floor. So we basically poured all this just now, and now we're just kind of closing the gap here. We just have this kind of weird design thing to do left, and then it'll be good. So yeah, it came together pretty good. Basically got all the interior done, and one thing that was important, we got everything kind of sitting at a grade going towards that corner there, where we've got it going down to a sudden sharp grade where it will kind of flow out of there. So if any water does come in here for any reason at all, catastrophic break of the water line or roof damage or anything like that, or a big spill of some kind, it'll just slowly make its way over to that corner and then evict itself from the building. So we do have, besides this spot, we got a little bit of the perimeter to do because we didn't want to kind of pour the concrete and have that mess up our wall here. So you can see we kind of poured a little bit of ways away, and we still have the same thing here on this side. We've got about 3-inch gap we need to pour in there, and when we do this, we're going to pour cement or concrete on either side of the tin, so it's really locked in there in the bottom. Yeah, so that's where we're at. This is going to be a door here. We're going to put dirt up against these rocks here, and there'll be just kind of a little bit of a divider, but yeah, should work out pretty good. So we're getting down to the wire here, not too much left, and it'd be nice if we had some good tools to work with, but fortunately I'm just working here with 2x4. So just shimmying up all this mud here, finishing with a nice drag across the seam, help close that up. Try to make that seam disappear, and yeah, that's just how we're doing it here. So using some super modern tools as we do this immaculate concrete job here. Only the finest will do. So it's kind of the final update here on how the concrete is going, and I definitely need some sort of phone mount so that I can set this up, but I don't have one. So that's how it is. Kind of shimmying back and forth. I got a bit of a spot to fill right here. Fill in that little hole there. These rocks here. big rocks and this concrete make things go a little bit slower. But you just kind of got to work with what you got. Just cream over this side. Crack I need to seal up on this side here. One of the cons of doing a split pour like this, pour on one side and then pour on the other. Thankfully this is all going to be covered. First it's going to be covered with some laminate flooring, and then eventually probably well, it'll probably just be covered with laminate flooring. It's going to end up being kind of a shed after the main house is built. But who knows, if we turn this into a guest house or something, maybe we'll end up putting a little bit of mortar down, smoothing things up a little bit. Fortunately, this 2x4 is not even in the best shape for doing this. And it kind of got stuck in my way. Rocks, lots of rocks here. Destroying any I might have of making this nice. But I'll do the best I can here. For that to dry up a little bit, and then I can finish that. This is the process here that we're working with. You see, it's very exciting. An exciting process we have. Alright, so that's basically how we're going to do it here. We got a little bit more left. And then after that we can move on to setting up the sink and stuff. You see we got a post there mounted. So it's going to be a corner of a sink that we're going to install over there. And then over here we've got the plastic and these other two posts. That's where the bathroom is going to be. And that's where we're at. We got a goat over there. The national animal of the Philippines.
Anong tuna, no?
It's a healthy one. All right, so here we are at the house here. We're doing some finishing touches. We got the cement all done here, and we got the sink coming in. Got some water in here, piped in here. This is just coming from the river up there. We also have another spigot with a T over there. And then we've been doing all sorts of stuff for the lawn, like transplanting bamboo or bananas. And we got the window screen in here, and we're still gonna put some more bamboo up there. And this whole thing is gonna be bambooed in for the 5 months, and then when we come back, eventually we'll make a door in. And right now we're working on this little storefront here. So we got some screens up, and we're just putting some bamboo walls in here. And this is gonna be a little bit bigger with some small gaps in there. It's just supposed to prevent someone from being able to come inside. And yeah, so it doesn't need to be super tight. And we got the tin wrapping around here a little bit for the sunlight. But things are coming along pretty good. We got a door there that's used pretty infrequently. So it's just like a pin-up style door, and we're gonna put some bamboo there on the side so we get a little bit of air traveling through on the lower end here. But yeah, we got this ladder built up going to the bed. We got a bunch of items there for the store. And we got the mosquito net up there, and we got some cross beams in here. The car just barely fits in here. It's a pretty snug fit, but it'll be nice and secure, so that's good. The old Suzuki will be out of the elements, which is good because they're pretty brutal here. But yeah, we're just cutting some bits of bamboo here. We got our clothes drying area with some bamboo we hung down from string from some pieces that we left jutting out from the house. We could do this here, and just gives them somewhere convenient to dry. It's easy to hook them on there. And we got the little door in here for passing out the goods. And yeah, we were just kind of testing out. We hung bamboo from the ceiling there, and then here we got a 12-volt light that we're gonna hook up in here, and we'll put a little one on the outside too, so it's a well-lit area. But yeah, we're gonna move this table over into that area when we get that cleared out a little bit, and we still got a tiny bit more bamboo to put on that corner. But otherwise it's wrapping up here, at least for this trip, and it's gonna be pretty secure. Secure enough for where we're at. We're pretty high up in the mountains, so we don't have a lot of crime and stuff around here like in the city areas. So yeah, this is it here. Let's do a little walk around. We got the rock foundation there on the low points of the building where the water kind of comes in. And this area kind of wants to pool up, so you put this little mini rock kind of bumper there to prevent that. We got some fruit trees that we planted here. Got that one. This one, the chickens have been eating this one, so it's actually, well, they've been really eating it a lot actually. We need to get some bamboo around that covered up. And this has been our temporary kitchen area. It's over here with some rocks. And this is the tin on the outside. Yeah, we got the roof up there. The little gap for the air to blow through. We'll eventually put some mosquito netting and stuff. And the tin wraps around here. This is the side where the sun's always shining, so we got this tin up to shade it real well. And then got another little fruit tree here. It's gonna grow up big one day. And yeah, this is gonna be kind of like the storefront. People will walk up here and get, you know, soaps and their coffee and snacks and stuff. So it worked out pretty good. We got concrete poured in all these bamboo posts, and it's the real thick bamboo. And we got some tin just strung up there. And yeah, that's about it. So we're nearing the end here. We're just kind of cutting last bits of bamboo, and it's gonna work out pretty good. So, but pretty simple build, about as simple as it can get. Out here, the tin is a little bit easier to put up than all this bamboo here, but it's not quite as aesthetically pleasing, and it kind of turns the place into an oven if you cover the whole thing. So we got the bamboo on the shaded side, and we've noticed that's been helping a ton. During the day, it kind of generates a breeze. All this hot tin pulls the air up and over there, and the shaded air kind of filters in through this bamboo and keeps us a little bit cooler than we were expecting. So next year when we come here, we're going to move this store to the street there in its own building, and we'll turn this area into the bathroom. But for right now, it's going to be a little store. So yep, that's where we're at, and still got a little bit to do before we leave here in a couple days. Then I'll be coming back here in about 5 months to finish this up. So hope you all had fun watching us build this thing. I know we kind of missed some sections, but yeah, I think it turned out pretty decent. It took us probably maybe 100 hours or so to do with 2 people, so not too bad. And when the wind gets ripping through here, it's kind of rattles a tiny bit, but none of the tins really like bending a bunch or anything, so that's good. And if you guys have any questions or any points or tips or criticisms or concerns or anything, just give us a jingle.